Yo! What's going on, guys? It is your boy Quick, and now we are back with next gen FIFA career mode, boys. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe what I'm noticing, bro. We finally are on next gen FIFA, and this is the next gen career mode with Red Bull Leipzig. Let's get it, man. I am so excited to start this career mode with a team that has been able to do a lot in recent years and get a lot of success. But guys, before we go on any further, make sure if you enjoy this episode, please leave a like. I would really appreciate that. And if you're new around here, this is your first time watching a video, make sure to subscribe because you're not going to want to miss out on this content. And before we get into the squad, before we get into any of the transfers we want to make, let's take an in-depth look at Red Bull Leipzig. So this is Red Bull Leipzig, the most hated team in Germany. And part of that hate comes from the success that they've been able to get in these past 10 years. It's crazy to think that not even 11 years ago, this team didn't even exist. This team was founded in 2009 after getting the licensing from the 5th division team SSV Markranstadt. Well, the Austrian beverage company Red Bull were able to finally create their own football team in Germany. After 5 years of being founded, they were able to win the 3rd division championship. The next season, they won the 2nd division league championship. And then the year after that, in 2017, they became Bundesliga runners-up. And in a short amount of time, this team has become a powerhouse in Germany, and last season was proven to be one of the top 4 teams in all of Europe. And over the years, they've been able to bring up great talent like Timo Werner, Marcel Sabitzer, Dayot Upamecano, Mukiele, and Klosterman. The list goes on and on. And even though you might hate on this team for not having history, or you might hate them because they have a lot of money and they didn't have to struggle, you have to admit that this team has scratched and clawed to get where they're at right now. And I mean, how can you hate Red Bull, man? It's a drink we like to drink when we need energy. And well, like it's advertised, Red Bull gives you wings. And hopefully, I can be the manager to lift this team up to the next level to win the Bundesliga, the DFB Pokal, and why not, maybe the UEFA Champions League. Boys, this is the Red Bull Leipzig career mode. So we're going to start things off by taking a look at the squad. We have Golashi in goal, who is 30 years of age, 85 rated. I think he's a great keeper. I don't plan on getting anyone else to replace him. In defense, we do have a 3 in the back. It's how Red Bull Leipzig does play in real life. So they got Halstenberg, Upamecano, and Klosterman. So we have a very good defender right here in Upamecano. He is barely the age of 21, 6'1", and look at those stats: 78 pace, 80 defending, 82 physical. It's very good to have someone pacey like that with a 3 in the back. You have Klosterman, who is very good, can play as a center back, a right wing back, and he is a very versatile player. Halstenberg can also play as a left back, not as fast as these two, but he's still a very good defender. In the midfield, we move up. We got Leimer, who I think is an exceptional defensive mid. Sabitzer is right next to him. Mukiele can't play as a center back as well, but he does play at times as a right wing back, and he travels up that pitch. Angelino on the left, and Kuku and Olmo as the cams, and you have Yusuf Poulsen as the striker. On the bench, you got players like Hwang Hee-chan, Kluivert, Forsberg, Campbell, and you got players like Haidara, Konate, who's another great center back, and Benjamin Henriks. And taking a look at the reserves, you got players like Orban, Sorloth, who is a new signing, a new striker, and Adams, who I think is from the United States. And yeah, he is. That is awesome. Another American who is in Europe, which is cool. And we also got these youngsters here. But guys, overall, I like this team. Not really a big fan of a 3 in the back, which is why I'm thinking of changing the formation. But overall, I like how our players are versatile. They can play a lot of different positions, which makes it easy to change up formation. So this is what I'm thinking of doing. I know that Nagelsmann is a tactical genius and he has a 3 in the back and he does very well with it, but this is what I want. So obviously we have Golashi in goal, and we're gonna have Angelino and Mukiele as the wing backs here, Halstenberg and Upamecano as the center backs. I am thinking of having Klosterman here instead of Halstenberg, but we'll see how that works out. In midfield, we got Leimer, we got Sabitzer, and Nkuku with Dani Olmo as a cam. So what this formation can do is that we're going to have all these midfielders, and we could potentially play a 3 in the back as well. Similar to that, we're going to have Mukiele on the wings with Angelino, and then the midfield, it's going to be crowded with Olmo, with Sabitzer, and up top, we're going to have Poulsen. And yes, I would have to take out Klosterman and put in Hwang Hee-chan or Sorloth. But for now, this is what I'm thinking of doing. And guys, I think there are a lot of upgrades we can make on this team. First of all, I think we need a better striker to pair up with Poulsen. I like Hwang Hee-chan and Sorloth, but I think we could find a better striker on the market. Also, we need a better backup left back. Angelino is currently the only left back we can play here. I mean, Halstenberg could play there too, but I mean, he has barely any pace, so I wouldn't want to play him there. So I would want to keep him as a center back. I feel like Henriks is a good backup for Mukiele, and I do think that we need a better cam. Olmo's very good, don't get me wrong, but I think we could get a player that can compete with him there, that is way more talented. I was thinking of putting Sabitzer as our cam and putting in Campbell here in the center mid position, but I would rather keep Sabitzer here because he has very, very good all-around stats. So that's what I'm thinking when it comes to upgrades in the team. Now guys, let's move on to the objectives for the season. First of all, when it comes to youth development, we need to sign at least 3 players younger than the age of 20, and their potential needs to be greater than their overall ratings of the players in that position. Also, we need to sign 2 players from the youth academy. I want to make that a major part of this career mode, signing players from the youth academy. Brand exposure, sign 2 players from South America. I think we could do that. Financials very low, so we're not going to pay attention to that. When it comes to domestic success, we're going to try to reach the semi-final in the DFB Pokal and finish in a Champions League place in the league. And when it comes to the actual Champions League, try and reach the semi-final, which I think is realistic in my opinion. And so, the striker that is heavily linked with Red Bull Leipzig is Myron Boadu. He plays for AC Alkmaar in Eredivisie, and he is very, very fast. He's a very pacey player, 6 feet tall, and he's been the one that has been heavily linked to Red Bull Leipzig. So we're going to scout him, and we are going to shortlist him. Let's move on to a different player that I think we need to sign as well. Another striker that I'm thinking of getting is Doniel Malen. We're staying here in the Eredivisie. He plays for PSV, 21 years of age, and I think that he's proven himself, and I want him to come to Red Bull Leipzig. It's either between him or Boadu, and man, same player, very good, technical, good at dribbling, good at finishing, very pacey, and he is a little shorter than Boadu, but it doesn't matter. 5'10" is a great height for a striker, and I think he would be a great striker for our team. And guys, on the screen right now, you're looking at the player that I really, really want to get into this team. I don't care how much he costs, and that player is Dominique Szoboszlai. He plays for Red Bull Salzburg. And I think that's a plus because Red Bull owns RB Leipzig and it owns RB Salzburg, so it should be an easy transfer going from sister clubs. So this is a player I want. He is so good. He's a great talent, and I think Dani Olmo is a great camp, but I really, really want Dominique Szoboszlai. And so those were the main players that I really want to go for, but these are also the players I shortlisted. Patson Daka, I feel like he's a great player we can get just in case we can't get Boadu or Malen. And when it comes to midfielders, you guys suggested Dani Ceballos. I think he would be a great midfielder to join later on because currently he is on loan at Arsenal. We got this player Arturo Inacio, who plays for Flamengo, and Gerardo Arteaga, who plays for Ghent in the Belgium League. I think he could be a great backup left back for Angelino. So these are the players that I shortlisted, but we're not going to sign players just yet. We're going to wait and see what else we have to do before we get to transfers. And like I said, I really want the youth academy to be an important part of this career mode. So taking a look at the youth players we already have before we send out a scout, we got some pretty good players. This one right here has a lot of great pace. His name is Angel de los Santos. He's from Argentina and can play as a left mid. And then after him, we have this player, Brian van der Meer, from the Netherlands. He plays as a center forward. So we already have 2 promising players in the youth academy, but I want to send out a scout and try to get some more young players into the team. And guys, I'm actually going to leave this to you guys. Where should we send our scouts? Should we send them to the United States, where a lot of players are being developed right now? South America, maybe get the next Neymar in Brazil? Or should we stay in Central Europe, where we have Germany, France, and Belgium? Let me know in the comment section down below, where should we send our scout? And guys, normally I never play the preseason tournament, but I think I'm gonna have to do it because number 1, I'm not familiar with the team, and number 2, I would really, really like to get some extra money so we can possibly sign some more players in this transfer window. Alright guys, so I was able to play some games in the preseason tournament, and we actually did get eliminated in the semis versus Inter Milan, but playing these games really did help me understand what our team needs, and what we really need is a backup left back. We desperately need a backup left back. So I am gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try and sign Arteaga. He plays for Genk, 75 rated, and he is valued at 12.5 million. Let's approach to buy. Damn, we can't. He recently joined the team, so damn, we're not gonna be able to sign him. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to search the market for a brand new left back instead. So I found the perfect replacement, and this is a guy that we used in the Real Madrid career mode, and I didn't use him as much, which is why I want to go for him. I feel like he was a great left back. He is 74 rated from what I remembered, and we paid like 20 million for him. But since we're a smaller team than Real Madrid, we could probably get him for cheaper. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try to approach to buy Nuno Tavares. Let's do this. So we are going to offer around 17 million for Nuno Tavares. And I feel like that's a good sum for him. So yeah, 17 million for Nuno. We could have probably got him for cheaper. And these are going to be the terms for Nuno Tavares. He wants 17k in wages, a signing bonus of 150k, and if he gets 5 clean sheets, he wants a additional bonus of 110k. I'm gonna accept that. I am very, very happy with that. And guys, I feel like 17 million for him is a steal. I played him a lot before, and I know he's gonna be a great player. So 17 million, you know what? It's all good. Oh, guys, damn, he's only 72 rated. I thought he was at least 74 rated, man. That's why I paid 17 million. Oh, that was my mistake. My mistake. It won't happen again. But realistically, if this was the real market, a player like Nuno Tavares would go for like 17 million. So I'm not too mad, but man, he's only 72 rated, which kind of bums me out. But we all know he's going to be a great player. Honestly, I feel like he's going to be one of our best players in the future. And guys, we actually were able to raise our transfer budget. We now have 82 million. And part of the reason why it went up so much is because we actually sold Orban to Hoffenheim, and we were able to sell him for 29 million. And he's the first player that we sell. I'm not planning on selling a lot of players. I am planning on loaning a lot of the young players that we do have. But for the most part, I'm not looking to sell that many players. I just needed to sell him because I feel like we already had a lot of center backs. And honestly, that's the main reason why I sold him. And also, I needed more money to sign the players I wanted. So that's why I did it. Now we need a striker. I really think that Poulsen needs a better striker to pair up with. So it's either between Malen or Daka. But if you look at Malen, this guy could go up to 70 million. And I'm not trying to spend that much money on one striker. So you know what? I would want Boadu. He's a little cheaper. He's 14 million. And Daka has a release clause of 29.7. So it's between these two. But you know what? I'm going to try to negotiate with both these teams. And we're going to see who's cheaper. Because he's only one rating less than Daka. So we're going to negotiate and see how much we would have to pay for Boadu. So actually, right off the bat, I'm going to try and offer the strikers that I know we're not going to use. So Alexander Sorloth, I'm going to offer him. I don't think I'm going to use him a lot this season. So I'm going to offer him, and we're going to see if that's good enough. So they want a sell-on clause and Poulsen. You have to be crazy. I'm going to remove the exchange player, and I'm just going to go ahead and offer you some money then. So he's worth 14 million. Let's go ahead and offer 19 million for Boadu. And it looks like that is good enough. So 19 million for Boadu. Let's see how much we're going to have to pay for Daka. So Daka does play for Salzburg. So hopefully they give us a discount just because we have the same parent owner. But let's go ahead and we'll do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and offer Sorloth. And we're going to submit that offer. And hopefully they do like that. No, they're just trying to get Poulsen, man. They need to stop that. No. Remove exchange player. Propose a new fee. And we are going to offer... Alright, let's try to get away with like 21 million. I wouldn't mind offering that much from him. So okay, 21 million for Daka. That's only 2 million more than Boadu. So I'm really thinking about this now. Alright guys, so I have been thinking about this a lot, and I think I'm gonna go for Boadu, mainly because he already has 5-star weak foot, which is very important in FIFA, and I think he has way more potential than Daka. So you know what, we're gonna go for Boadu. And these are the terms of contract for Boadu. He's gonna be getting 26.5k for 5 years and a signing bonus of 750k. Let's accept that. Welcome to the team, Boadu, and hopefully you become one of the greats in Red Bull Leipzig. Let's get it, boys. And boys, I'm just gonna put him straight away on the bench. I feel like I'm gonna use him a lot. I'm not gonna integrate him so quickly into the starting 11 because I think he has to prove himself. But for now, I am gonna put him as a bench player to come on as a super sub. And if he does well, then he'll get into the starting 11. But for now, he's gonna stay on the bench. And so guys, taking a look at our transfer budget, we still have 63.39 million, and that is enough in my opinion to go ahead and sign the star signing that we want, Dominik Szoboszlai, who I think could be a great player in the future for our team. He's valued at 25.5 million, and well, he could go up to 36 million. So let's go ahead. We're gonna approach to buy, and we're gonna see if we can get him. no, I'm not going to pay the release clause because I think we get him for cheaper than 43 million. And so we offered 20% sell-on clause and 30 million, and we're starting off negotiations. They want 32.2, and honestly, 32.2 million is fine with me. I'm not mad with that. I think that is a good amount for Dominik Szoboszlai, who is one of the best world talents in the world today. So I'm not really scared about that. We're going to go ahead and offer him the contract. He wants a rotation player. I accept that, but I think he's going to play a little more than a rotation player, in my opinion. We're going to give him a contract length of 5 years because he's barely 19. I want him to stay here a very long time. A release clause of 62 million. I'm going to counter and just get rid of that. I don't want a release clause because I don't want to deal with a team coming after him. And he wants 22.5k up here. Okay, you know what? I like that. That is good enough for me. And that is pretty much the last signing of this season. I feel like we made a lot of great signings. Nuno Tavares, Szoboszlai, and Boadu. And I'm good enough with that. I think our team is good enough to compete in the Bundesliga and in the Champions League with these players. And guys, just a disclaimer. I'm only going to show you guys important games every episode. Whether it's in the league, the Champions League, or the DFB Pokal. Because I don't want to play every game. Because I feel like the season is just going to feel that much longer. So I'm going to try to shorten it a little. And just show you guys the most important games. And make it as entertaining every single episode. But guys, this is going to be the end of today's episode. I feel like we got a lot done. We got to know a little bit more about RB Leipzig. We got to take a look at the squad and what upgrades we can make. And we made some important transfers. And yeah, that's going to be pretty much it for today. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys with a brand new episode tomorrow. Make sure to check it out. But I've been Quicken, and I'll see you guys next time.